Hey everyone, welcome back to today's explainer. So if you're kind of a focused learner trying to lock in some absolutely crucial current events, well, you're definitely in the right spot. I'm literally so thrilled to guide you through this rapid-fire, super memorable digest for the Daily Current Affairs Challenge of July 15th, 2026. All right, let's get energized and just jump right in.
Okay, real quick, let's lay out our menu for today. We've got 4 main topics on deck. 1. A rare squirrel resurfaces. 2. Empowering Divyang artisans. 3. Tracking leprosy in J&K. And 4. Securing India's water future. Keep that roadmap in the back of your mind as we go.
All right, moving into Section 1, a rare squirrel resurfaces, exploring Uttarakhand's wildlife.
So here's your first prompt, and let's see how sharp you are today. The Indian giant flying squirrel, which was actually just spotted in Uttarakhand, is primarily found in which region? Is it A, South Asia and Southeast Asia, maybe B, Australia, C, North America and South America, or D, South Africa? Take a quick second, lock in your answer.
And the answer is A, South Asia and South Asia. Guys, what's absolutely fantastic about this update is that this super elusive creature was just spotted in the Ramnaga forests for the first time in nearly 12 years. I mean, think about that. Over a decade without a single documented sighting in these woods. It's a real game changer for local biodiversity for sure.
Now I want you to really notice this specific scientific term here, patagium. Honestly, if you're studying biology or conservation, you've got to commit this word to memory. It's basically this specialized skin membrane that stretches from their front to their hind limbs. It allows these nocturnal, tree-dwelling rodents to literally glide right through a forest canopy. Like, it's a brilliant evolutionary adaptation, right?
Another absolute must-know is their conservation status. The Indian giant flying squirrel's IUCN Red List status is actually least concern. They typically hang out in dry deciduous and evergreen forests, mostly up at higher elevations. So even though they're almost never seen by humans, like we just talked about, their overall population across South and Southeast Asia actually remains totally stable.
Okay, shifting gears entirely. Section 2, Empowering Divyang Artisans. The 31st Divya Kala Mela.
All right, time for your next challenge. Let's see if you caught this one. In July 2026, the 31st Divya Kala Mela was organized in which city? Was it A, New Delhi, B, Kolkata, C, Chennai, or D, Hyderabad? Which major hub actually hosted this vital societal event?
Well, if you guessed B, Kolkata, you hit the nail on the head. You are exactly right. This really incredible 8-day event was inaugurated at the iconic Ravindra Sadan, and it was opened by the Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Dr. Virendra Kumar.
And this number really puts the whole shebang into perspective, 40. That actually represents the roughly 40 distinct stalls set up at the Mela. So we're not just talking about some tiny local gathering here. No way. This is a massive national platform specifically designed for Divyang artisans and entrepreneurs to really showcase and market their beautiful products to a huge audience.
Let's break down why this actually matters so much. First off, it's a historic first. It's the very first time that Divya Kala Mela has been jointly organized by the Government of India and the Government of West Bengal working together. The core pillars here are just essential. It's all about promoting self-reliance, fostering dignity, and driving true economic empowerment for persons with disabilities or Divyangjan. Oh, and a quick timeline fact to file away for your exams, this entire national initiative originally kicked off back in December of 2022.
Moving right along. Section 3, Tracking Leprosy and J&K. Public health initiatives.
Okay, here is a classic biology question that pops up all the time. Leprosy, which, by the way, was recently declared a notifiable disease in Jammu and Kashmir, is caused by which pathogen? Is it A, bacteria, B, virus, C, fungus, or D, protozoa? Take a mental beat and think about it.
The correct answer is A, bacteria. Specifically, it's caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium leprae. Now, leprosy, or actually scratch that, you might also see it called Hansen's disease on a test, is a chronic infection that primarily targets the skin, the peripheral nerves, and the eyes. And look, if it's left untreated, it can cause some really severe and permanent disabilities. That is exactly why identifying and treating this specific bacterial pathogen is just absolutely crucial.
Now, let's talk about the legal and administrative side of this. What does it actually mean in the real world to declare something a notifiable disease? Well, basically, it means doctors and health professionals are legally mandated to report every single case directly to the government.
This is huge because it instantly strengthens disease surveillance, it ensures patients get early diagnosis and treatment, it cuts off those transmission paths, and ultimately, it directly supports the massive national goal of a totally leprosy-free India.
Let's pivot one last time. Section 4. Securing India's Water Future, Infrastructure and Management.
Let's see how well you know your major government summits. Where was the All India Water Secretaries Conference 2026 held? Was this major geographic hub A, New Delhi, B, Chennai, C, Hyderabad, or D, Bangalore? What do you think?
Yep, the correct answer is A, New Delhi. This vital summit was put together by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and here's the key name to remember. It was directly chaired by the Union Jal Shakti Minister himself, C.R. Patil.
So the real so what here is what they were actually discussing behind closed doors. This definitely wasn't just some generic meet and greet, right? They tackled really complex national infrastructure issues. We're talking the modernization of the Command Area Development and Water Management Scheme. They strategized on the Catch the Rain campaign, debated necessary irrigation reforms, and placed a massive focus on national dam safety.
And that brings us to this timeline, which just brilliantly illustrates the real-world rollout of that policy. It all started back in 2021 when the Dam Safety Act was enacted. Fast forward to now, July 2026, and the Water Secretaries Conference is rigorously discussing its on-the-ground implementation. But listen up, here is the essential fact you need to memorize. December 2026. That is the strict, hard target set by the ministry to complete comprehensive safety evaluations for dams across the entire country. Lock that date in.
All right, let's bring it all home and see how this giant puzzle actually fits together. Today, we've connected the dots across 4 completely different spheres. I mean, we started with the amazing resurfacing of a rare squirrel in Uttarakhand, then we celebrated economic inclusion for Divyang artisans in Kolkata, examined some strict public health measures in J&K, and just analyzed critical water infrastructure in New Delhi. Each of these distinct topics, they're all integral, moving pieces of India's rapidly evolving current affairs landscape.
So I want to leave you with this final kind of provocative thought to chew on. How will today's local initiatives in health and conservation become tomorrow's national standards? Just think about how a notifiable disease mandate in one specific region or a super successful artisan mela in a single city can ripple outwards to shape the entire country. Pretty wild to think about. Anyway, I really hope this explainer left you feeling accomplished, focused, and completely ready to crush your next study session. Keep learning, keep questioning, and we'll see you in the next explainer.